Hello viewers at home, this is Mr. Kazim, a mathematics teacher for Senior2, Motorstolic International School. We are located in Cairo, Egypt. So today we are going to discuss about the gradient of a line. And in our last topic, we have thought of some topic, and so this is equation of a line with gradient m and a point lies on it. So this is what we are going to discuss today. So this goes like this. Assume the line L with gradient m and passes through the point A, that is x1 and y1. Take any point B, that is x and y, on the line L. So this is what they are trying to say in essence. Now, view from this example now. We have our Cartesian plane. Here, this is our plane. This is y-axis. This is the positive part of the y-axis. This is the negative part of it. So this is x-axis, so which is horizontal line. This is the positive part of it. This is the negative side of it. So they now said, assume the line L. This is the line they are talking about. This particular line is the one they are talking about. This is the line L. You can see I put it here. This is line L with the gradient m and passes through the point A. Look at this is the point A we are talking about. You can see it here. This is x1, that is x1 and y1. Take any point B, that is x and y. That we should take any point. We can take it from here. We can take it from any place. But just to make sure that the distance is clear apart. So then we take our point here, which is B, which is x and y. On the line L, the same thing on the line L. So our gradient, now we find the gradient for this. If you know this is when you want to find gradient. This one will go to the x-axis and you point this one to the y-axis, and like that. You should be able to understand what I'm talking about, or if there's time I can expatiate this more. So gradient m, that is gradient m here, is equal to change in y over change in x. So I believe you understand what I'm trying to explain here. So these are some of the examples which I'm going to solve now for you to be able to have a clear understanding of what I'm trying to say. So I would like to rub here off so that I can be able to solve some questions. Now, this question, so just give me some moment. I will need to rub here off so that I'll be able to understand what I'm trying to say. So please pardon me for some moment. Still with you. So thank you very much for your time. So now I will rub here off. So now I begin from the example 1. In the last class, if you remember, I told you should get some formulas in mind. Maybe let me repeat it again for you. I say m1, m2 is equal to -1. This is about one formula. The second one you have to bear in mind, you should know m is equal to m is equal to, that is y2, or let me say y minus y1 over x minus x1. That is another formula you have to bear in mind. So you can say m is equal to, so let me just leave these two formulas. So I think this are the two formulas we are going to use to solve this example. So the question 1 says, find the equation of the line with gradient 2 over 5. We have already been given the gradient and passes through the point 1 and -4. So this point 1 in the what should come to your mind first? You have been given the gradient, which is m. I'm solving the example number 1 solution. 1 indicates this example number 1. So you have been given this gradient. So you have to write it out. Indicate those things out. Your m is 2/5. Passes through the point 1 and -4. What are they trying to see here? If you look at here, so that should come upon your mind first. I told you, according to the Cartesian plane that I draw, x will always come first before y. So this indicates x and this indicates y. You should have that at the back of your mind. So definitely our x1 and should be x1 y1. So our x1 is equal to 1, and y1 is equal to -4. So if you look at this, you have been given the gradient and you were asked to find the equation. How can you determine the equation? You can see from this formula that I wrote on the board here. As you wish of the formula we're going to apply, I think the number 2 will be suitable to solve the questions on the board here. So now let me write the formula out, which says m is equal to, which is gradient, changing y over changing x, that is y minus y1 over x minus x1. So here I go. Sorry. So now I have I wrote my formula out, so I want to apply all the givens that I have. I want to apply it into the formula. So now I have my m, which is, continue from here, so that should not bring the confusion. So I have this now, m. I have my m here already, which is 2/5, which is 2/5 is equal to the y. We are not being given the y, but we are given the y1. So we can say y minus, what is our y1? Our y1 here is said to be 4 over. We have been given the x1 and we have not been given the x. So we have our x1, so definitely we have our x minus, we have -4 here. So we have to indicate it so that you don't bring -4, and here we have 1. So what I will need to do now, I still have my 2/5 here, so which is equal to, I have to clear this for you to know minus times minus here. So we have y will be here, minus times minus will give me plus, and we have my 4 here over x minus 1. So I'm still moving forward, so I can easily cross multiply this and to get my equation straight. So I believe that Senior 2 you should be able to understand what is cross multiplication. So if I cross multiply, this 5 will multiply y plus 4, and equal to this 2 will multiply x minus 1. So then if I multiply 5 by y, I will have 5y plus 5 times 4, then I will have 20. It's equal to 2 times x, I will have 2x. 2 times -1, then I will have -2. So from here I can easily collect the like times. So bring this value in and make everything equal to 0. So I can bring it in. These two will always, this x, I told you, will always come first. Let this x come here, it should be, we have plus x. Then once this x comes inside, it change to what? It change to negative sign because we have plus outside. So then it should be -2 minus 2x plus the y we follow, which is 5y, then plus 20, then we have -2 here. If this -2 comes in, it will become +2, which is equal to what? 0. So now our equation will go like this: minus 2x plus 5y plus 20 plus 2, we have 22. 22, everything equal to 0. So that is our answer. That is, you have to write the equation for this according to the question we are given. I believe you can see this. So now this is the solution for the question 1. So this bother me sometimes, so I can move on to step 2. So now I will rub this up. Up now. So now, if we look at here the example number 2, example number 2 says find the equation for the line n passes through the point -1, -2, and it is perpendicular to the line L with gradient -1/4. So how can we deal with this kind of the questions here? So if you look at it, it will say find the equation through the line N. You know what our N is? Through the point -1 and -2, and it is perpendicular to the line L with gradient -1/4. So then we move our X solution. So we have been given the gradient here. As you can see, this is n. And I told you the last time I wrote m1 minus m2. M1, m2 is equal to -1. This is one of the formula we are going to apply to solve this. So now if you look at this, we have been given one of the m here, which is this -1/4, and we are given our x and our y. So now I want to apply this. Now I want to get my gradient because the n passes through the point of this and it is perpendicular to L. So then I will apply this. Now let me consider this as, let me say my m1 is equal to -1/4. And let me say my m2 is equal to n. So now my m1, which is -1/4, I will say -1/4, then times, which is my n, is equal to -1. So for me to clear this and get my n, so I can multiply both sides by, let me multiply both sides by 4 by 4. So I multiply this by 4, I multiply that also by 4 times 4. Good. So now 4 can cancel 4 here. I still have -1 left. So -1 times 4 here to do, so -1 times I will have minus n here, which is equal to -1 times 4 to give me -4. So minus can easily cancel minus. So then my n will equal to 4. So remember, our n is equal to m2. So now we are asked to find the equation here. Find the equation of this. He asks us to find equation. So now to find the equation, now I will need to apply my formula, which says m is equal to y minus y1 over x minus x1. So now I have already gotten my m here, so I can move ahead and say 4, which is m is the same thing as n, which that is m. The n is the same thing. If you look at here, we represent it here. So it's the same thing. Then my y, we have been given x1 and y1. So I have my y minus what is my x1. If you look in the equation, my y1, which is minus 2, over and my x1, x minus into bracket minus 1. So let me rub this part off. So I can easily, I have my 4 is equal to y minus times minus here to give me plus 2 over minus times minus here will give me plus, that is x plus 1. So I can easily cross multiply. I can say this one over 1 is the same thing as 4 divided by 1 is the same thing as 4. So I can do cross multiplication here. So I can say 4 multiplied by x into brackets x plus 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by y plus 2. So 4 times x will give me 4x plus 4 times 1 will give me 4. I open that bracket, so 1 times y will give me y plus 1 times 2 will give me 2. So what I will do now is to collect my lifetime. So now I will bring all this value in and equate everything to be 0. So like I said, x will always come first, which I have 4x. So y will come in, which is minus y. This is positive outside here, but we bring it in to be negative. So then I have 4 plus 4. Then if this plus 2 comes in to become minus 2, everything going to 0. So to solve this very quick, we have 4x minus y. So 4 minus 2 should give me plus 2 equal to 0. So that is our equation. We have derived the equation from that one. So I think I will need to solve this. So now I believe you can see that. So let me solve the final one here, which is example number 3. So for you to be able to see a different side of which you can solve anything gradient of a straight line. So this example number 3. Find the equation of the line passes through the point 2 and 4. The second one, which is minus 1 and 3. So we have to find the equation. So for me to solve this, I can say m equal to m. What do I mean? Because we have the formula that says m is equal to y minus y1 over x minus x1. And we have another formula that says m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have these two formulas, so that is why I say m is equal to m. So if m can equal to m here, so definitely the value for n, if we substitute it here, then we have y minus y1 over x minus x1, which is equal to this second m here, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now that I have my formula, it is good to go. I can move ahead now. So by substituting my values that I have here. So if you look at here, we have x. I told you x will always come first, bear it in mind. So you don't make a mistake, and it should be x1 here. Then we have y1 here. We have x2 here, and we have y2 here. So you have to bear it in mind. So now by placing all this into my formula here, I have y minus what is my y1 my y1 is 4 over x minus, what is my x1, which is 2, equal to my y2 here, which is 3, and my y1, which is 4 over next one, which is x2, my x2 here, which is minus 1, and my x1 here, which is plus minus 1, sorry, minus 2. So now I have this now. I can move ahead. Yes. So I can move ahead now. So let me move ahead. Let me see. Y minus 4 over x minus 2 is equal to 3 minus 4. Then we have 4 is bigger than 3. So 3 minus 4 will always give us negative 1. So here it's might not be just 1. So we have minus 1 here over minus 1 minus 2. So definitely if you put somebody 1 and you have 2 and you put somebody 2, so that means you are owing 3. So that is minus 3. So minus 3. So from here I can make my cross multiplication. So if I cross multiply, I will have 3. Let me cross multiply like this. So that I have minus 1 into bracket x minus 2, which is equal to minus 3 into bracket y minus 4. So that is it. So if I use minus 1 to open this bracket, I will have minus x and plus minus times minus x will give me plus, so it will give me plus 2, which is minus 3 times y, which will give me minus 3y, and minus times minus x will give me plus 3 times 4, it will always give me 12. So here we go. So I still have my minus x here, like I told you, x will come first, and we bring the remaining values outside here, we bring it in, so we equate everything to 0. So then this minus 3y will come in and it will become plus 3y follow. So then I will have my this plus 2 here. So then I will bring this 12 in. We have plus 12 here. If plus 12 comes in, it will always be what? Minus 12. Everything equal to 0. So here we go. So now we have this now. We can then round everything up and see x minus x plus 3y. So plus 12, plus 2 minus 12, it will always, it will be, because 12 is greater than 2. So when you use 2 to multiply 12 to minus 12, it will always give you minus 10, everything equal to 0. So this is our answer for this. I believe you enjoyed this lesson, and try to solve 1 or 2 sample on your own at home, so that you can be able to have more idea about this. The more you solve, the more you know. So I'll see you in the next class. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.